welcome back to my channel, Mingby and I. My name is Mandy and I am a full-time reseller. On this channel, I like to make reseller content. That could be like today's video, a thrift haul. I do What Sold Wednesday videos, unboxings, thrift with me's, day in the life, sometimes just some vlogs. So if any of that is interesting to you, please make sure to hit the button below. So today's video is a little bit different. I normally get my inventory from the bins, thrift hauls, rummage sales, liquidation, mystery boxes, that kind of thing. This is another reason why I think it's important to tell people that you're a reseller if you are one, just because there can be opportunities for you to get some really cool inventory from someone that maybe it's their own personal items or, whatever the case may be. So on today's video, I'm going to show you a thrift haul. My uncle's wife's parents have recently passed in the last couple months, and they had been in a nursing home for probably the last 3 or 4 years. And their house, like, no one had done anything with it. It had just kind of been sitting. So the kids have gotten together. They were looking for some help to go through what was there. Their parents were in the age of kind of like the Great Depression era. So a lot of those folks just never wanted to get rid of anything because there was a time where they didn't have anything, which totally makes sense. There was quite a bit at that house. As a family, they decided to do like an auction estate sale type of deal. So the first thing they wanted to do was kind of go through the closets and get rid of the clothing. They decided that they didn't want to sell any of that. They wanted to just donate it all. So I said I would offer to help, just because it was a huge task to do. And they said, whatever you think you can sell or you can do something with, please just take it. So I did take some things that I'm going to show you. A lot of them are very, very cool vintage pieces. There was a lot more, but unfortunately, a lot of it was pretty damaged beyond repair. A lot of like elastic and pants and skirts that had dry rotted. There were some zippers that were like unusable. I can sew, but I'm not to the point where I can like take out a zipper and put a new zipper in. There was a lot of cool jackets in the basement, but I think those have been there for so long that they just kind of had that like smell to them. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get that out. There was a lot of stains on the jackets. It's all getting donated, so potentially a different reseller or someone that is more inclined to fix these type of items are definitely going to have the chance to. But there were a few dresses that it was just breaking my heart that I had to get rid of them because they were probably from, if I had to guess, like the 50s. And the zippers just, I didn't know how to fix them and they were stained. So unfortunately, some of it did have to get donated, but I am more than grateful for what I was able to get. Needless to say, I will definitely be going to that auction. They have so much cool stuff, especially like Christmas decor. We didn't get to look at everything just because we were trying to focus on the clothing to help the family as much as we could when we were there. And I think they probably have a lot of really cool vintage, like shiny bright ornaments would be my guess. I don't even know. I saw a couple blow molds down there. They have a lot of vintage toys. It just a lot of really cool stuff is going to be in that sale. But let's get to what we are here today. I will show you the first 2 items that my boyfriend has decided to claim. This I saw a listing on a couple different platforms. I'm guessing it's the same person for around $70. This is the brand The Great Train Robbery, size medium. They had it listed as from the 70s. And this is a denim jacket. It's almost cropped. It is men's. I have washed this a couple times. It's still, I think I finally got the smell out. I did do some vinegar soaks and stuff like that, but it does have, wear on the collar, which is going to happen when something's, from the 70s. But, so yeah, this one has been claimed. And then also this older Cabela's jacket, kind of like a chore jacket with the front pockets in this like pale mustard color. I am no expert by any means on vintage clothing, but I just think I have a pretty good idea of what I think will sell and what has a cool look to it. This one's from Panatella, which is part of Levi's. I've never seen that tag before, but this is a corduroy blazer, men's, with this awesome elbow patches here in this brown color. This was another great find. This granny square blanket. No holes, in excellent condition, great colorway. I thought that there'd be more of these type of sweaters, but there was only this one that I found. Just like your traditional late 80s, 90s knit sweaters. There are quite a few of these blouses. They're button up. Yeah, they're all button up. They're that polyester material. I picked all these up just kind of looking at the prints on them. This one might go under, I think this one goes underneath. Some of them did have tank tops that went with it, but I think I'm going to sell them separately. This one was a 3-piece outfit, so it had the skirt. The brand on these are, I think it's Russ, but it has a bunch of R's on it. The elastic is still good on this one, but this is a 3-piece set. This is the skirt. These are the pants. Kind of like a wide leg or straight leg, I guess. Like the elastic might be a little loose, but someone could definitely still get use out of that. And then here is the blazer that goes with it. I think I'm going to do them all separate just because I think it'll be easier to list that way. I do have another thing that is similar to that. This is a different brand. This one does not have a brand in it, but this is this really pretty like cobalt blue houndstooth. Here's the skirt. It did have pants, but the elastic was completely dry rotted in them. And then it does also have the blazer. Look at the lapel on that. But I'm trying to get the stains out here. It does look way better than it did. Oops. But it's just like that collar on the inside. But here's the matching blazer. This is the brand Willow Bay. This one is made in the USA. It's really pretty cottagecore 2X button front blouse. This one I got based on the pattern. It's the Fire Islander woman, size 42. It has this little tie neck and then like a cream floral print to it. This is from Shaker Sport. I don't see a size on this. I'm assuming everything was kind of all like extra large to 2X. It's almost like a Hawaiian print, but it still has that vintage vibe with the pointed collar. Here's another one, same deal, just like a different colorway. This really pretty cream with the purple or blue flowers. This is size 42. More pointed colors on these. This one is like a sleeveless blouse, and then it does have this tie that goes around. So really pretty colors too. This is the same as that last one, but I do not have the tie for it. But I think that someone would still wear that just kind of loose. Here is another one, same style as those two, just a different colorway, a little bit different of a pattern. Next up is a men's top in this like tan brown, pretty boxy polo with this, I don't even know what kind of print you'd call that. I'll have to do a little research on that. Here is a tank top that went with one of those other blouses. This one I'm not sure what's happening. I'll have to see if I'm going to list it. It almost looks like it was like a longer slip and she cut it to make it just like a little cropped slip, but I think that still could be something somebody would wear right now, so I'm going to have to decide on that. This is a vintage towel from Canon. I didn't see any more in this style, but towels that are vintage in these type of prints can do fairly well. So I picked that up. Next up is a pair of Hanes. These are an extra large, just pull on sweatpants from 2000. Dead stock with the tags still on them. Here is another Hanes item. This one's a 4X, and it's the top with the tags. This was a set of pillowcases that have this really pretty embroidery on them. And then it's just white. These were still new in plastic. This I might keep for myself. These are one of those, I want to call it macrame, but I don't know if that's right, where you can hang a pot in there. So the next couple shirts, I'm not exactly sure where they were all coming from. I believe he was giving money to, it was like a children's hospital, something else, because a bunch of these shirts were found like in padded envelopes, like they came in the mail and he just never even took them out to wear them or anything. This one is on an old heavyweight cotton jersey tag with this wolf with a dream catcher print. This one's on a heavy cotton Fruit of the Loom tag. This sitting bull graphic. This one's dated 2013 on the Yellowstone graphic shirt. These I will always pick up at the bins anywhere that I find them. These little like dainty aprons. This one has the little pocket there with metallic lace. Here's another one with a front pocket. That really classic red and white plaid. Here's another one. This one's yellow. And it has this little like star embroidery on it. I saved the last two because they are my two favorite pieces. This is going to be so pretty for someone with a green skirt during the holiday season. It's another one of the little aprons, but look at how pretty that is. That would look great under with a green skirt underneath or red. This one I have to put on a hanger. So this is my other favorite one. I am seeing some stains now that I do have it under the light that I'm going to try and treat. This is a little slip dress. This really pretty floral, and then it has the little jacket that goes over it. Here's it without the jacket. And this like muted pastel yellow. It says it's 11-12, but I'm assuming this is more like an 8. But see, you can see there's some staining here. So I will try and get that out. There is like a little rope belt. I'm assuming that this is from this. It's the same color. They don't have, maybe it does. So it does have the little loops here for this little tie belt. I don't know that you even need it. I almost think it looks cuter without having that on there, but I don't know. I'm going to try and get the stains out of this one just because this is absolutely adorable, but we'll see. So I am popping in here. I did actually get another bag of hats. My mom was there a little bit longer and I didn't notice the hats, so she brought them home for me to take a look at. I will say some of the clothing pieces that I did show you earlier, I did have to donate. They had some stains that I didn't notice the first time around and I was unable to get them out. So unfortunately, some of it I am not able to list, but that's okay. So with the hats, I haven't really looked over anything. I know there is some that I'm just going to have to donate because they are probably too far gone, just with the brims are kind of broken and stuff, but I thought it would be fun to just show you everything. First up, these hats, I don't really know anything about them. I know they are vintage. They're like the typical winter hats for an older gentleman. There's a couple of them. There's this one. This one does have a little brim on it. And I didn't see Like this one is pretty dirty on the inside, so this one I think I will probably just donate. This one has a corduroy and plaid print to it. It's from JCPenney's, size extra large. Here's another one. This one is wool. It is from Custom Made Bee Hats. This one has quite a bit of discoloration in the inner part here too. So I don't know. I'll have to look. If they're worth something and comps have, you know, like ones that are a little bit dirty on the inside, maybe I'll list them. Otherwise, I think I will probably just donate them. This one's really cool. This is an old Teamsters hat. Blue and yellow, made in the USA. I don't think this one was ever worn. The brim is still really good. This one I'm probably just going to donate. It's a camo Arizona hat, and it just says Arizona on the back. This one is pretty dirty. I might try cleaning it, as you can see on the inside, but I don't know. It's just a Wayside Morrison Lions Club hat, so I don't think that there's enough profit here for me to try and clean this one. Here's another one of those winter hats. This one is pretty similar to the first one that I showed you. It does have this little emblem on it. This one, the brim has cracked, as you can hear it. So this, I think, is just going to be garbage, unfortunately. It is from Nissan Caps. I don't know what this is. What is it? C.R. Meyer. It's a cool looking hat, but unfortunately too damaged. American Family Night for American Family Insurance. This one is pretty dingy and dirty, so this one will probably just get thrown out too. This one I might try and save. It is very dirty on the inside, but this is a cool looking hat. RTE. Not sure what that stands for. It was made in Taiwan. The brim is a little flimsy, but I think I might be able to get some of this clean. We'll see. Dorsch Ford. I believe Dorsch was like a car, what do I want to say? I want to say car lot, but that does not right. Like a car selling company. The brim still seems okay with this one. I'll have to see if this still works. Yep. So the back here, this is kind of an interesting closure. This just kind of moves back and forth. So this one's pretty cool. This one I don't know anything about either. It says Pro 2 official licensed product of the NFL, but I don't know who this is for. It looks like Cowboys colors, but I don't believe he was a Cowboys fan. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into what this is. Here's another like flat front hat. This one's wool. See, made in the USA. So this one is vintage flex fit. These are pretty popular in the winter. These are two similar hats. They're very dirty. This one you can see, camera's kind of, it's dirty all over. This one is pretty dirty on the inside. So these I'm probably just going to have to get rid of. This is another cool looking hat, CCT. I don't know what this is. If I had to guess, maybe some sort of construction company in the area. This one was also made in Taiwan, the mesh in the back. Another Arizona hat. I'm probably not going to try and sell this. I will donate this one. This one's just made in China. I believe this is newer. And then this one, I think my boyfriend is keeping, MJ Electric from Iron Mountain, Michigan. That's where his family is from. So I need to do a little bit of cleaning on this one and maybe a little bit of reshaping. But this one's all foam, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to reshape it. I might have to get one of those inserts. If you're a hat wearer and you find a hat that you can't quite reshape in, they do make like little plastic or cardboard type things that just sit right in the front so that it keeps this piece how it's supposed to. So you can buy those on Amazon. I can feel right here though that the bill is a little bent and potentially broken there. So I don't know. We'll see what he thinks about this one. So that is everything that I got there. I think there's a lot of really fun pieces here. I'm always happy to be able to save, especially vintage pieces, just because they've made it this far. You know, I don't like seeing it go to the landfill or wherever it's going to end up. So let me know below which one was your favorite piece. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.